It's the top of the table versus the bottom of the table, and who would have thought that 3 weeks ago when both these teams played that cracker of a first encounter to kick off the 11th edition of the IPL. Got a quick word in for Simon Dole. He was here last night, got every prediction wrong about last night's game, but got the prediction right about today. He said he was going to be at the toss and Rohit should choose tails, because when you tour, you choose tails. He did, and he won the toss. Simon Dole, we applaud you, sir. We applaud you. I'm Gaurav Kapoor on Cricbuzz Live. It's my great privilege to have Joy Bhattacharya and Porya Majumdar here with me. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
I am very, very well, and interesting end of an era.
End of an era with Simon Dole getting something right? Is that?
That's also true.
That's not what it is, no.
But I'm just wondering how you'll do today to get in a word edgeways with two Bengalis out here. How you will get a chance to speak is what I'm looking forward to.
So that's the end of an era.
That
the Gaurav Kapoor era comes to an end in terms of
I have some chingdi malai curry over here. Yeah. So whenever बहुत ज़्यादा बोल रहे हैं ये लो. Here. Kosha mangsho. 2 kosha mangsho, please. And luchi. There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's the best way to keep you busy, right? But you obviously are talking about Kieron Pollard.
Kieron Pollard, absolutely. And I remember I was there at the 2010 auction, which was this mini auction where, you know, Mumbai had lost 2 seasons. Kolkata, of course, had lost 2 seasons as well. Yeah. And $750,000 was the limit, after which there was a secret bid in which you put in a tiebreaker bid in which you put in a number. And, you know, we put in our number and Mumbai put in theirs, and apparently their number was about 3.5 times our number.
Yeah, and that was not money going to a player. That was money that would go to the BCCI, right? Yeah. And then the player would be theirs, and that's what they did. They broke the bank to get
they broke the bank, and 3 championships.
He delivered. He's almost like good Vastu for them, isn't he?
3 championships, as he said, 3 championships, but everything has an expiry date.
True.
I think they've taken the right call. I mean, I think you've also tweeted. I tweeted in the afternoon saying JP Duminy has to come in.
Yeah.
The batting is not looking the part. Duminy will do that. He'll get his off-spin, couple of overs. Rohit Sharma can now have the liberty to even come top of the order if he wants to, because there's solidity. He wasn't being able to. Best batsman getting 20 balls, 30 balls to play.
India opener is not opening for his own franchise. I just never understood it.
I was pushing him. He was at my book launch the other day, and he said the balance of the team doesn't allow. Today it does.
Today it does.
You actually
let's show the team. Actually, we've got the team. While you're speaking, we'll show the team as well.
Perfect.
The balance that Porya is talking about with JP Duminy in the middle, he gets that.
He should. I mean, yes, I understand Surya Kumar and Lewis have given Mumbai the start, but Rohit Sharma needs to bat more balls, because you see, Rohit Sharma is not one of those players who will come and tonk ball 1. He will take 8 balls, 10 balls, and then if you see his strike rate second part of the innings, it will be 220.
Who would you open him with?
You go with even Lewis, because Rohit Sharma can take your turn.
Left and right
Lewis goes left right, but Rohit Sharma has to bowl more number of balls, and I think they will go Mitchell McClenaghan against Mahendra Singh Dhoni round.
Yeah, and then you have Ben Cutting coming in at number 8, and that boy can really tonk the ball as well, Joy.
He can hit it hard. He can hit it really hard. That's an interesting order. What I find also fascinating is, if you're a student of history or IPL history, the go-to player in 2009, after they had this terrible first season, the player that Mumbai bought and said, this is our new savior, was certain JP Duminy for $950,000. The player next year, because he wasn't successful and he couldn't turn it around for them, was Kieron Pollard.
Yeah.
So really the player taken a year before is replacing Pollard in the team.
That's
10 years later. It's so crazy. I mean, you think about it.
That's so interesting. We obviously have a lot to talk about with the Mumbai Indians because of, you know, the whole comeback story. They've done that before. But quickly, let's look at the Chennai squad as well. On the other side, you have a team that is in fantastic form. The game that they won against RCB the other night was just spectacular. Mahendra Singh Dhoni's found a time machine. He's gone back 5 years. He's hitting the ball like he would 5 years ago. And he said what we have heard him say so many times at many tosses over the years: same 11, no change.
I tell you, and I was hearing it, not only that, the statements that he made after that, you know, the boys played well, we've got to look at match by match, and they all sound boring and all, and the horrible part of it, he makes them deliver after that.
He does. Let's talk a second about, we keep talking about Dhoni and how brilliant he was the other day. Ambati Rayudu, my lord.
He's changed it.
What a season he's having.
You know, Suresh Raina was their go-to player. Ambati Rayudu's taken that over. I mean, this season, he's their go-to player. Maybe against the Mumbai Indians, he's got that. He's played with them several years. But batting first, I think that will give Rohit Sharma that extra confidence. You know, or most matches, Chennai chasing, 14-15 asking. It's all about overcoming the fear of failure in sport.
Yeah.
Chennai doesn't have that when it's 15 asking rate. All other teams have that lose wickets.
Yeah.
Chennai 15 asking rate they soak in because of MS Dhoni. 16-17 because of Dwayne Bravo.
Yeah.
That is the difference between Chennai and the other teams.
That the other day, Joy, 99, 100 have said the last 7. He knows
3-4
that,
times that has happened.
and he just keeps doing it with alarming regularity.
The interesting thing is though, last year, and you ask yourself that last year Dhoni looked fallible.
Yeah.
And clearly a lot of people were talking about his place both in the T20 setup and the one-day setup for India. And he isn't. And I'm just wondering, if you look back at it and wonder that, is it that captaincy does something for him? Okay, the yellow of Chennai does, because it is emotional, it was something for him. But it's also captaincy. He suddenly has a different swagger. Dhoni was not the same man when he was in the Pune Warriors as a player.
But he was captain season 1.
Yeah,
he was captain of Pune season 1. He didn't deliver. So captaincy is not the issue. Issue is, I think Virat Kohli has done wonders to MS Dhoni by giving him the confidence that yes, you are there. Nobody questions you. I think the difference in this Dhoni is the fact that the Indian captain and the Indian setup have protected him in a manner that we've not seen in Indian cricket. Take the Ganggulis, take the, you know, even the Tendulkars of the world. People have questioned. You go ask Virat Kohli, you question MS Dhoni, they'll turn back at you and sort of beat you out.
Yeah.
That confidence is rubbing off everywhere. Mahendra Singh Dhoni knows it's his call because the captain and the coach have given him that confidence.
I'm not sure if the IPL is about that.
No,
I think the CSK being
CSK, of course.
Yeah,
CSK
India's about that. CSK is about just him feeling so comfortable in the yellow. Also the fact that he's allowed, and he's been allowed for the last 10 seasons without those two, to run the team like he really wants to. It's his team, you run it how you want, you've got Fleming there, you've got your players, you play the way you want to. And he's reinvented himself this season. Look at some of the numbers with him. I mean, he's always been a death overs specialist, but look at his strike rate. This has been his best IPL strike rate ever, averaging almost 70, 165 strike rate.
20 points above average.
So I was absolutely wrong when I said he's gone back 5 years. I think he's gone back 10.
Yeah.
He's actually, I mean, he's never had this strike rate. It's not a question of going back at all.
He's gone into a parallel universe, Boria. I saw the Avengers today, man. I'm telling you.
And after 10 minutes after that, you couldn't speak like Joy's son.
I was like, what's going on? And that's what Dhoni does to people, right? When he starts hitting like that, people are speechless. Especially bowlers.
You don't
who have no answers.
And sometimes you want to have the Society of Prevention of Cruelty for Dhoni on bowlers, you know. It's just the look on their faces that was a good ball. It gets
that ball was a brilliant ball. The one that was hit over point for 6. That was a good ball.
That destroyed the bowler. I mean, the 3 wides that followed, 4 balls, 4 singles, match was there, suddenly gone. I think that ball destroyed that bowler, destroyed the team.
Yeah, he'll be back though. He's a good kid, Siraj. He'll definitely be back. Not in that over, he couldn't come back, or in that game, but I'm sure he'll be back again. Let's talk about the Mumbai Indians. We really have to talk about them because the defending champions are suddenly looking down the barrel of a gun. They're looking at a potential of being halfway in the tournament and packing their bags and going home.
One more and they're almost done.
But the strange thing is, MI is looking at it and not panicking like other people would, because it's like, been there, done that, we've turned it around, we can do it again. Today, tougher because they're up against an informed CSK who are at home, and then of course needing a win right now because a loss after Delhi's win yesterday, a loss today for MI would mean that's it, bye-bye birdie.
Yeah, and as you said, they're not, you said as well, panicking because, you know, they've been there, done that. And both knowing Sachin Tendulkar and Rohit Sharma well, the thought is they've decoded it. One, they're taking one match at a time. They're playing this as a playoff. That's what the talk is within the camp, that you play every match now as a playoff. Point 2, they will protect Jasprit Bumrah. They think the fact that Jasprit Bumrah, best death bowler in the world, got to him, can get to anybody in international sport in terms of pressure. So they will release that. They will try. With Mahela and Sachin, they will do that. Sachin traveling for an away game doesn't happen. Has happened today. So clearly there is a lot of thought process in that camp. 3, Rohit Sharma and his batting. You know, these are the 3 elements, and they would love the fact that they're chasing tonight.
Also, I think the other plus point that they'll have is one of the reasons getting Sachin in here is Pune is very close to being home ground for Mumbai as well.
Yeah.
So it's not, there'll be substantial support both ways, and if Mumbai starts doing well, it's not as if the crowd would be completely pro-Chennai.
Yeah.
So that would be something, and Sachin being there and standing up and say cheering for his team will make a difference out there.
MI has, we were talking about MI having done this in the past. Let's show you some numbers and that'll sort of ratify that. There you go. In 2010, this is the famous comebacks in IPL, not just for Mumbai. Now you see Mumbai's twice on that list. They've been a 2-5 position, which hopefully if they win today, they'll also be in a 2-5 position. So important for them to win it today. So we're almost speaking like presuming that they won, but if they win, they still can turn it around. You see CSK has done it. They won. KKR also won, and I'm sure Joy will tell us about that. MI got to the playoffs, MI were champions, and of course RCB were runners-up in 2016 after looking down the barrel of that gun. What does it take, Joy, for a team? You guys are in there, you're losing all these in a row.
You're absolutely right. In fact, the last, when we were 2-5, we were 2-3 when we came from Dubai. We went to Ranchi and we got smashed, absolutely smashed by CSK. CSK were playing at Ranchi. Then we went to Ahmedabad and it looked like an easy match. Rajasthan, they made 150 odd. We were 123 for no loss.
Yeah.
And 124 for 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And we lost the match from there. 123 and we couldn't chase 156. But the great thing was we had only some 48 hours in between. We didn't allow the players to wait. He's right. It's one match at a time. Two is that after you start winning one, you win the second one. By the third, you begin to, your sort of step begins to change.
Forgotten the losses, so to speak.
And then what happens is a lot of other guys who sort of come to the party. What you do need though is one guy can't do it. You can't construct a streak of 9 wins as we did with one guy. So 2, 3, 4 players have to come to the party for him. So if Rohit's looking at it, he needs not just a Bumrah, he needs somebody in the batting, he needs somebody else to get runs, he probably wants Ishan Kishan to get a bit more, Ivan Lewis to give them more starts. He needs more guys to come.
Yeah.
And that has to happen for a streak. You can't, one guy, a Gale alone can't give you a streak.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Gale can actually. I'm just saying.
Gale can give you anything.
If anybody can, Gale can, right? I mean, he gave them 3, didn't he? Yeah. Out of the 5 wins.
Actually, I should keep my mouth shut about Gale.
Yeah, with Gale,
never been right about it.
I think no, but with most Bengalis, I think you should not say anything about Gale. Well, he's still got that problem from. Now I think the Kannadigas have taken some of that heat away. How can they let me go?
Yeah, RCB let you go.
हमने कुछ नहीं किया. How things changed though? 3 weeks ago, of course, there was this marquee game that was played, CSK and MI. It changed in the last over. It sort of reminded me of that movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow, where you make the train or you don't, and there was that last ball finish, and one team made it and one did not.
Yeah.
There was one ball left in the game, and Chennai, of course, won. And after that, look what's happened to them. They've made a habit of winning the last over matches. And MI's made a habit of losing the last over matches.
Absolutely.
Right? It was literally like, and they must be thinking, gosh, what would have happened if we had just...
That one match.
See, I don't think, then you're gone.
Yeah.
Because the point about...
I also don't. That's why I also don't think.
That's why the point is, and this is a Sachin story. When he was failing one after the other in Australia 2004, and he said, I'm not going to play that shot. I'm not going to play the cover drive because I get out.
Yeah.
10 hours, 36 minutes, even a Brad Williams came and abused him.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to, you abuse me, you won't get me out.
Yeah.
301 runs in that game, not out.
Yeah.
So he had taken a bet with Ajit. Same with Rohit Sharma. Same with other sports as well. The point is, you have to know that, okay, fine, I might fail. Once you get that out of your head, you're fine. Don't think 2 matches down the line, 3 matches down the line, I'm back in business. Tonight, just don't think about it, go perform. Tonight's the night.
Like Delhi did yesterday. Actually, that story, that's a good opportunity for me to tell you about Borea's book. Here it is, 11 Gods and a Billion Indians. By the way, first things first, are these genuinely gold-plated pages?
It's
for me, yes.
You take it.
It's for me. But of course, lots of stories.
He has to give us even more juicy stuff.
Juice तो यार बहुत है, but अभी pre-match show में Sachin का बोल देते हैं because it's part of the MI turnaround. Sachin's last shot in IPL for our viewers, when he hit that shot, he said, in that instant I realized something snapped. And he said, called Nitin Patel. The ball was going for 6. He realized I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that actually was his last shot in the IPL. He finished his IPL career with a 6.
Yeah.
So Nitin Patel comes, he said, "Nahi, kuch nahi hua." He said, "Yaar, kuch nahi pata tumhe, because I can sense I have to get this operated." So he goes out, and then he traveled to Calcutta with the Mumbai team. And I met him in Kolkata, said, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" He said, "It's all about being part of this setup.
Yeah.
It's all about turning it around." That's why he's there today. They want to turn it around. And that was the most troubled year for the IPL. Chennai Super Kings, Mumbai Indians final, Kolkata. Tendulkar goes up. 70,000 people stand up and cheer Sachin. IPL brand is alive. That's what this man does. I mean, what Joy just said in Pune. He stands in the middle of that stadium, does something. They will get support, which will mean a lot for the Mumbai Indians. That's what Rohit Sharma values a lot.
And it does, because you have to pull some attention back from Dhoni also, right? Because he also gets love all over India.
Absolutely.
It's like, agar aap chaloge to hum bhi chalenge. Hamare paas bhi hai. But death overs, we started talking about that, and then the death overs for Chennai Super Kings. The death overs for them have been amazing, and we've seen that in every game, that they somehow just managed to pull this rabbit out of the hat in their chases, especially at least in the last 3 overs. Like, do you just attribute this to calmness, confidence? How do you work this out? Because some teams just can't, and some just can.
I think one is that it is a part of a strategy, the way they play it, and exactly that 50, 44, 50, these are big numbers, and this is just 3 overs. So each rate is healthily, 15, 44 is the only one with a rate below 15. My point is there are 2 things. One is that your guy, whoever's there, knows that this can be done. That's a knowledge of many years of doing it. And the second thing is, what Dhoni does very well for his team is free them of the worry. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, he doesn't care whether you succeed or not. For him, process is important, not the result. So what happens? Players are freer. Same thing about him changing teams. As long as they're getting the process right, he's not going to throw you out of the team. And that's how it works. The sad thing is, all of Dhoni's theories have been done to death. Every Indian captain knows the Dhoni playbook. Stick with the same team, trust your players, do this. They still can't do it. That's a wonder of it all. Na?
I love actually what he said after the Kings 11 chase, which he took so close and they lost by 4 runs in that. There was a question asked to him on the presentation about Ravindra Jadeja. And I loved how Dhoni just shrugged it off and said, this game is not that important. It's fine. I want to give him a chance to play. And suddenly Kings 11 were going like, yeah, we beat Dhoni. We're like, oh, okay.
Even in the last game, I mean, all of us, I question, for example, why send Jadeja when you are there, when Bravo is there. What he's getting right is he's choosing his bowlers. Who he attacked: Pawan Negi, left arm, Andrew Tye. Look at the pace. He is doing, alongside what Joy is saying, he is choosing his bowlers. That's why these runs. Because they know it very well. Who are the bowlers? Siraj. However much Siraj improves, that pressure quotient will forever be there. He's picking his bowlers. And when Corey Anderson was running in, now you tell me, 20 times out of 20, if you look at Corey Anderson's face, he has that streaky boundary first ball, this guy's gone mentally. When it's Dhoni and Bravo, 20 times out of 20, he'll lose the battle mentally. That's what they're winning. They are winning mental battles. Can Rohit Sharma turn it around? Can he do something to turn it around? I think he can, because they're batting first. So that pressure isn't there tonight for Mumbai Indians.
A big problem on the other side is that Mumbai Indians has not been doing well in their last 5 overs. Let's show you some numbers and we talk about that. And obviously, here they are against CSK. The problem, of course, Joy, if you see the rightmost column, is if you're going to lose the wickets, you're not going to get the runs.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that.
They're just losing wickets, they're losing them in a heap. Actually, the thing that was their biggest worry, which was their opening, hasn't actually done badly for them.
Correct.
I mean, even Lewis and Surya Kumar would have been their worries. They're playing out of position. They've done well for you. After that, somehow they've just not strung middle-over partnerships, and one of them could just be the fact that you don't have, when Rohit is there, Rohit is the last pure batsman in the team. Now, if you have a Domini, you have another pure batsman. By a pure batsman, I mean a guy who makes his living out of playing cricket batting only. Okay, who knows I have to play out a few overs, now I can hit, now I can rotate the strike. You need guys like that, and you have to question that after Rohit's gone, there isn't another pure one in that team. Maybe Kunal Pandya is close to being there. He's the only other guy who's like that. And I think that's what they're missing. Whereas Dhoni's team has a lot of those guys. They can hit also, they can defend also.
Many gears.
If you look at Mumbai's success, you will see Pollard and Hardik. Pollard and Hardik this season haven't delivered. So 6 and 7, which are key positions, Dhoni and Bravo, you should just compare that.
Yeah.
Dhoni, Bravo, Pollard, Hardik. You have your answer why Chennai is there and Mumbai is not there.
Actually, we have a contrast graphic of the last few overs, and that will tell you, because it pretty much comes down to that middle order, late middle order at that time.
If you compare other teams, look at where the Andre Russell delivering for Kolkata. Number 6 and number 7 teams which are delivering have that. CSK,
look at these two guys. With CSK, they're scoring over 12.5 in the last 5 overs, and MI is obviously lost double the overs, double the wickets, and they're scoring only 8 in the last 5 overs.
The point is those 2 wickets. It's not about losing 4 or 5. If your 5 and 6 don't deliver, your 7, 8, 9, I mean maybe 8, 9, 10 are jack, because once they are under pressure against a good lineup, they'll fail. So Pandya and Pollard, for me, are the key for Mumbai Indians. They were instrumental in winning tournaments. This tournament they haven't delivered.
I mean, the numbers that we showed also, but that was the best and the worst of the tournament.
Also, MI is a kangaroos, na?
Yeah.
Huge long tail.
I thought it was some reference to the pouch.
No, they were long tail.
But their IPL starts in May. So it's That's true. They don't play IPL in April.
They don't. They're just there.
They start with Tendulkar's birthday and then decide, okay, now we will play the IPL. The birthday is over. We've had our cake. Now let's put cherry on top.
His birthday and then Rohit's birthday. So Rohit's birthday is then when the party starts, and they're like, okay, अब क्या करना है? अब 10 मैच जीतने ट्रॉफी उठाने के लिए चलो.
हर साल इंजन नहीं स्टूडियो होती. एक दिन अब स्टार्टर में it gets stuck, then you're in trouble.
You can't mess around with it too much. Okay, I'll tell you another thing you can't mess around with, because he does all the messing, which is the joy factor question. I do want to ask him this question before he asks his question. Sir, ये कल का जो आपने सवाल लिखा था, वो हमने शुरू तो किया था पर अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ. It's not finished yet. It's been going on through the night and through the day.
You basically you make fun of me. The problem
not at all. It's respect. It was a 5,000 word question. It was just amazing.
Essay type question tha na?
Yeah, people were just throwing darts by it. Like, let's just say any name will get there. Shahid Afridi, Charles Lagerfeld. Oh, you got it right. Question hadn't finished when the answer came. Nah, I'm just kidding. Today, I believe that you have got
shorter question.
Extremely difficult, but a shorter question.
Yeah, it's not easy, but it's a good one.
All right, let's go.
Take a look. Okay, he's probably the only cricketer to have won just one Test, one ODI, and one T20 Man of the Match award. T20I, that means T20 International. When he scored his only one-day 100, he was dropped immediately for the next match. Name this cricketer who has a part to play in IPL 2018. I'm not telling you as a player, as a coach, as a staff. I
know this. Boria, you know this? You can't. But we can't answer. We can't tell people. People have to reply.
My first thing with Joy, I was in class 5. Joy won the Sports World Sports Quiz in Calcutta. First time I came across Joy, he was Jadavpur University. Yeah. That's how I know him. So
No. And you were sitting for Alakine Sports Club. They came second, I think.
But the point is they beat us. So he has that.
He was in Bichara class 5 by that.
One sec, you were in university, he was in class 5. Yeah. But ठीक है, हारे तो हारे. जीते तो जीते.
He had older teammates also. They weren't all from class 5. In my defense, they were not all from.
Today, if Dhoni's team wins, you can't say that, oh, they're all 35 plus.
Correct.
ठीक है, जीते तो जीते, fair and square. I do remember though, right in the beginning, before, I just quickly want to say that before we go off air, is that we'd spoken so much about this CSK team and saying, oh, it's the team of 35 pluses and the wheels are going to come off the wheelchairs and stuff. Boss, if those are wheelchairs, then they're going faster than racing cars.
They're going faster than the other interesting thing is, the other big stat that might help them is the 37 to 30 stat, which is the average temperature in Chennai versus the average temperature in Pune.
Ooh.
It's not going to be bad for them at all.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Can they sustain it? I mean, it's a great start. It's a great start. Usain Bolt started brilliantly in the World Championship. Final, cramped. Can they sustain it, the 35 plus?
Cramp, but if it's not 37 and it's 30, then chances of cramps also lesser. There you go. And 30 is pretty cool, and the stadium also is extremely cool. Okay, we're going to go now, but we're going to see you in about 90 minutes. I'm going to take a prediction from both Boria and Joy. By the way, this prediction is not a scientific prediction. It's you have to pull a number out of the hat, and you have to see whether you get it right. So we know CSK is batting first. What do you think they're going to get against this?
I'm going to go for a really. I'm going to lowball this.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to go 165 because I think
165.
I think it's time that they have a collapse.
Okay, 165. What are yours?
I think Mumbai is winning 170, 175 CSK, but Mumbai winning tonight.
Oh, दो prediction आगे की भी दे दी इन्होंने. चलो कोई बात नहीं. अभी we got 165, 175. I am saying CSK will get. Let me splice it in the middle. 170. On the nose.
Very good. We have
165,
about
170, 175. No margin of error.
15 seconds left on the show and you still haven't mentioned.
The red table. I wanted to go without it today, just confuse people a little bit. I want to inception their minds. Why has he not spoken about it? Have they had a fight? Is all well? Maybe it's not. You'll know in 90 minutes. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live.